Next I have the R2D2, BB-8, and DO build. Should be fun, so let's get started. Well, welcome back. I figured I would take a break from the D7s and clear up some space on my model shelf as far as models to be built, and work on the BB-8 DO diorama and the Bandai R2D2 rocket booster version, which is really cool because it comes with all these little parts that come out of his doors and stuff, all his tools, and you can have those doors open with all the tools or whatnot. It even has the extendable head, so that should be cool. And this one I started a long time ago, and I never did really finish it, and really the only thing I had to finish was the antennas on BB-8. That's it. So, but the other thing is, yeah, I just got to do those antennas. But over time, I just left the parts, the color, the gray, and over time, and just cleared it. Or I might not even have cleared them. I might have cleared them. I'm not sure. But over time, they just turned like gray. They used to be a silverish color. Now they're just gray. So we're going to see if I can take him apart and at least gray up some of these pieces. I think these come right off. Yeah. Like that comes right off. See if we, but those down there are inside, and I don't know if I can just pop that to get to those. I'm not sure. But Dio looks good. Dio's all together. I mean, there's a seam there in his wheel. You think they would have put it up and down? Actually, I think there is one up and down. I think it's in 4 pieces, the wheel. And that could be puttied up, and you know, I didn't want to get crazy with these. These were like little breaks. So yeah, the display, I left the glossy plastic because they have them already glossy. Even the white is already glossy. Same with R2. There's not going to be a whole lot of painting. Dio was the same way. The whites were already glossy. And then I just taped this section off and painted it a light gray. I think it's a Tamiya primer. And then hit it with a satin. The instrument panel there is from the Falcon D'Agostini decals that came with the gun turret or something like that. But I didn't use their gun turret. I used Paragraphics photo etch. So I just cut those decals. They're like almost like a cardboard thick decal. But I just cut those and stuck those in there. And then these are details from the photo etch from the Falcon. Added on there and just painted that up. And then just painted the floor so it looked different. But all we're going to do is try to shine up. So we're probably going to repaint all the parts that are supposed to be silver, not gray, on him. And then do his antennas, and this one will be done. Then I'm going to put them on my speakers over here in the studio. And then we'll build R2. Like I said, R2 is pretty much all together. This is his parts tray. You can see the blue is all glossed, already clear coated. So it looks really good. So we'll stick with that. You got the way that you can mold different colors. These are the lines. I was thinking about hitting them with a brass, but I might see how they look the way they are, especially when I weather them. It's not going to be a big deal. Here's more of the blue stuff. I mean, that part, I'll have to add some hinge color and some stuff to it. Well, there's 2 of them. It's a double part. So you got 2 of them in case you lose one. His body I haven't taken out of the body, but that's a clear white, already cleared. So it looks it'll look fine. And then these are the stands that connect to this, and I'm going to have them in the flying rocket mode. But I think you have the ability to change them to however you want. You can put tools in his head, just change doors out, and I think any of the doors you have to store, you can put in these little compartments. So it's cool. Really neat. The only downfall is the decals are not decals, they're stickers. Like, really, Bandai? That's the only problem. It worked on the Razor Crest. You know, might even be able to get away with some of these as the, you know, but I might just hit them with paint. We'll see, but those will work. We'll see if those work. And that one. But it's like these other blue, I think these are hidden, so that's not a big deal. Those. But for some other things that just get the silver and stuff, I'll see what it is and we might just paint it. And the blue, if I have a blue that's the same color. I don't know if this Tamiya blue is. It's real close. Or it's real close. So I can use the Tamiya blue, I guess. Or I got the acrylic navy blue and I can adjust it. That's true too. I think that Tamiya blue is right on. Pretty close. But, yeah. So, won't be much painting. Just a little bit of detailing. Probably mostly silvers and blacks. I remember looking at I don't want to lose that part. But, I guess the thing for me to do, somewhere in here is his antenna. I don't know what that was supposed to be. Or any of this. I have to look at the. And here's some extra parts here for opening doors, because BB-8 has the ability to have a tool out too. You have, I don't know where the tool is though. There's the other piece. I went with the open piece, but you could go with this piece that makes it closed with the orange ring. I figured that would be cool. I should cut that off and put that to the sprue bin. This could go into the sprue bin. There's nothing left on that. This can go back in there, but the rest of it can go in the sprue bin. It looks like this is a sprue bin, nothing on there. Sorry. But anyway, there's his antenna. They give you two, the small and the big. Just nice. Oh, there's his tool. The little lighter. You can have it, you know, a lighter or as something else. And then I think these are for either extra or for something else. For maybe the other ball. But okay. I'll come back. I'll see if I can get him apart and at least silvered. And we can put him back together. But I'll see you shortly. Okay, I managed to get BB-8 apart. Got to all the silver pieces. This one here I already painted because it was like, look how dark it was. But I'm going to spray that, get it looking nicer, get all these because they, like I said, they turned from a silverish plastic to a gray plastic over time, and that's no good. I want him to look, you know, nice. I don't think there's anything on Dio that's that way. Those, I painted all that silver. I needed to. But most of it, I just hit with a little bit of black on that hose. But yeah, he looks pretty good. Like I said, I taped this off and I did that of gray, did the decals from the Falcon, some more greeblies there. But yeah, so besides that, we don't need to mess with that. And I thought about doing the little lighter thing, but the lighter thing goes in this door, which according to this is way down at the bottom. It's next to his lower half, which doesn't make sense why you do that unless you can move where that is. Like the bottom and the top. I wonder if you can do that. But I don't think so if it's a shape. Yeah, they are a shape. Because each one of these little squares that makes up the ball is a shape. And each one of these has the shape. So I don't know if you can flip that around or not. But yeah, that doesn't make sense to give him the lever for the lighter and the thumbs up thing and whatever if it's always going to be pointing down at the ground. Yeah, it would kind of point that way. Unless you can stick it in the other doors. That would be you guys. And there's something that can go in there. Yeah, I guess it could go in there. And then only one thing can go in there too. So you could do one of those other tools. What other tools did they show that can go into? I think it opens this way. That's DO. Yeah, they're saying it could be the closed hatch, the open hatch, which means I gotta find the open hatch in the box for those if I want them open and paint them accordingly. So I guess I could stick that there. We'll see. What do they consider now? I mean, was it all white or was part of it silver? I guess I would take liberty of painting what I wanted on it. Because they don't even show you the tools on how they're painted on this kit anywhere. But let's get painting these silver parts. I don't think I'm going to have any doors open. I don't know. I was thinking maybe the flame. And what's these other things? Those are the hatches that are open. And then they give you this, whatever it is, a viewfinder. Something. But like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do any open hatches on him. Like I said, I could do that one. That would kind of look cool. But I'll mess with that later. But I'm wondering if I should paint that hatch. I think I'm going to paint it just in case I decide. So we'll leave all that out. So let's gather up all the... Actually, let's bring the Lazy Susan over here. Throw away some old tape. There we go. Try to lay this stuff out in this order. One row, that stuff goes on there, like that, this goes in between there. This, I might have to hold this because it needs to get hit on the edges. So that's how I'm going to do that, but we'll do that, we'll do that. That. Since these are closed hatches, they only need the one side done. And we'll do those three. We can even spread these guys out. A little bit better. We'll do those on another piece. Do that one there, that one there. And that there. I guess, like I said, it's just going to be a quick hit with silver. Oh, and I got to get that piece there. If that's the case, I got to hit both sides, so. Yeah, what do we... That's with this one. There we go, that works good enough. This one will... The paint dries quick, so... Alright, I will pause here and be right back. Well, okay, I managed to get the BB-8 all apart and kept things in rows and got the parts all silvered up. Looks so much better. So much better. I even put his headpiece on, and wow, what a difference. And that ring too. So, well worth it. Got the antenna painted up. That's the whole thing I never finished. And the decals, but and I painted up the lighter arm because I might try to see if I can use that. It's going to be hard to see, but I'll take pictures of it. So that means that we're going to have to use one of these doors. So I'm glad I painted those. I'll have to touch up the edge on there. Alright, so let's put this guy back together. Guess the best thing to do would be to put these back inside the white pieces. And that goes like that. And wow, what a difference. Having that nice and shiny. What a difference. Now, is there a certain way this goes in here? I'm thinking like this. We shall see. Yep, that's it. Wow. And then we'll do a little wash in there so it's not so overly powering. But that's even better than my brush job. If I can zoom in a little more. But yeah. That looks good. His head. And that being more silver. So much better. So I'm glad I was able to take this guy apart. You know, it looks like you go there. Try to do this without scratching any of the silver. As far in as that goes. So, oh man, what a difference. What's this one look like? That. So we'll put you in. Yeah, there's a certain way they go anyway. There's that, and we'll leave that off because we're going to put a... This should be able to go in here. Oh yeah. Cool. Alright, so... Alright, I see that shape. And it's funny to get some of these out. These I could actually... Like that one I could pull out. But these others, what, 4? I'd actually drill a hole in the back and then take a toothpick and push to pop these pieces out because there was no way to grab them. They were so tight. Like there was no way to grab them. This one I was able to use that hole and pop it out. And I think pliers and grabbed it like that. But that was another interesting thing I had to do is drill holes in the backs of them. Wow, that looks so much better. I mean, it's like night and day. definitely should have done it before and after, but he certainly looks like a more metallic robot. Alright. It's almost exciting to get all these pieces back together. That should fit. There it goes. Now only can fit in one way. Oh wow, that's gonna look so much better. Well, I'm gonna keep going, get these together, get them all snapped back together, and get him put on there, and then we'll start with R2. And we have some decals to do on him. But it's just going to be pretty much snapping all that, just like I did together, and then it all snaps onto this cube. So, I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, there he is. He's back together. Got the antennas on. I had to drill that a little bit because it was too tight. Good thing they gave you two, because the one bent and pretty much snapped, that small little antenna. So good thing they gave you two. So I just went and took my little drill and drilled that out a little bigger, and then set it in with some glue. So that's looking good. Got the open door in there, and his, I think that's the lighter. It's supposed to look like he's giving a thumbs up, so I figured I'd throw that in there. That looks pretty cool. But he looks so much better with everything painted silver instead of the silver plastic. He's shiny again, not gray. We got some decals to do. I guess there's decals that go around his eyes and little lights and stuff in certain areas. The antennas are on and painted, so that looks good. And then we'll weather them up a little bit, and I think we'll do the same to Dio as well, and then they're completely done. But that's definitely a good stage. That looks much better. Alright, now let's get into R2. Let's see what we do first here in R2. Bandai's instructions are good, but they can get confusing when you just look at them. But if you just go in step by step, it's not bad. But sometimes it's just like, wow. And then they start off color, and then they change a bucket. But looks like it's pretty straightforward. It looks like we're starting with the dome. I pre-painted these because I'm doing these silver. So we need I already cut that, so I just got to cut the bottom parts off. There's the parts for his head, and then we're going to need A4 and A24. I don't know what that came off of. These are silver. There we go, here's the A. A4. It's so cool how they have these pre-clear coated. I believe it's just a clear coat. I don't think they painted the plastic. I think they just cleared the plastic. Looks like that goes in there. Well, that's a tight fit. And we're looking at where does this go? Oh, I think right there. I think a pair of tweezers would come in handy right now. There it goes. But I'll keep building this head, and I'll give you a look back once I get this head built. Alright, R2's head's together. Minus, you know, any decals, like for the lights on the back here, there'll be a light there. But, you know, it looks pretty good. This is for if you have an elevated head. You swap this bottom piece out for that. If you want his head to be raised, and then this piece goes up in the center to look like a, like that's how it screws up, and then there's a cable wrapped up that coil, I guess, to simulate like it's giving power to it. So I'll build it, you know, in case I want to display them that way. Because like I said, I think you can display them in several ways, you know. But I'm painting the coil. I'm going to do that. I'm using antique bronze. Because that gives like a kind of a brassy, antique brass look too. And then I'll go in there and paint the cable. I'm not sure if I was going to do it a black, or if I just going to go in there with a that gunmetal that has a black metallic kind of finish to it. I think I'm going to do that. But I need to let that dry. So what we're starting on now is the legs. So in that case, I actually need to open this package. This is where all the white parts are. And there's the rest of the stand. Right off to the side. Alright, what do we got here? We need 10. That's you here. We need you. Clean up that edge. And C21. And then B-18. Which is one of you. Clean up any little nubs. Alright, so looks like we take this. And that goes there. And this goes there. We need a C19. That goes up here. And we need B16, which is one of these guys. I could probably build both of these legs at the same time, but I'll show you the one and then I'll go off camera and build the other. There is a certain order. There's 16s, but they're parallel to each other. Or they're a mirrored image. Because of this bar and those two dots, this one has it on the opposite side. So that's how that goes together. And that's real neat how that looks. Now we got to build something here. B1, B40, B41, and B38. That's going to be up here. What do they look like? There's 41. And then there's 38. And I'm sure 37 and 42 are for the other leg. But this way we keep the right sides together. Alright, here for the other leg. Alright, we have this, and we have that. That's pretty self-explanatory. These two snap together. And then looks like they go here. And then we get the actual landing, the actual feet. So they're 35 and 40. 35 40. That was a big nub on that one. Let's look for any on here. Nope. It looks like these. Looks like you go here. What dare I say goes up the center there? That'd be something. Hoses. Oh, now here's where you snap. Alright, we snap a B43. It's probably going to be a white part. 43. Now there's some black tires. I wonder if I should paint those black real quick. I'm thinking so. I'm going to connect you on quick so I don't lose which one is what. Oh yeah, that looks great. We're going to take the other one. We should probably paint those tires. We'll be building this one next, so I can clip him off now. I know it got it on the right side. So let's paint those black, and I think I'm going to use the Tamita flat black because it will hold, withstand a little better. And I'm going to pause and then I'll come back with those painted. Alright, I got the two legs done. Fairly simple. I mean, you just build a couple of these pieces and they all just snap together nice. The hoses are in. I painted them in antique bronze, so they look good. I hit with a little gun steel at the end of the rockets just to give it some dark color, but the gun steel has a silver in it too, so it'll stay shiny as well. I did that on both, and then we'll do washes and stuff like that to make it really look good. But yeah, there's the two R2 legs with rockets. Also built his third center leg. That was pretty simple. It's just two pieces, and then these two pieces, and then a bottom cap, and then there's roller feet there. Tires that I did the tires on there. I did the tires in the bottom of these. And then you just clamp on these. You just press those two pieces in, and then it goes in here in the back piece like that, and it'll be able to go up. Whoop. Guess you can't push it that far. But it'll be able to go, you know, up and down. So that's cool. Head is all done out, and I got in there, and like I said, I painted that at antique bronze, which looks like a, an old brass, and then went through and painted the cable that wraps up that screw. A gun steel, so it's a black, but it kind of has a metallic-y kind of weirdness to it, so it doesn't look like just like a flat black. So if I decide to, I can just pop this piece off and then put that piece instead and have his head up. So I'm making it so I can do any options. So what we're doing now is we're getting pieces put in all these little cubes. So it looks like we need C31. It should be on this one. There it is. Make sure I turn the mic on. We're going to have massive interference. It's more just a little bit of time consuming. What else did I paint gun steel? Oh, I was doing that. Just little touch-up things that I want to give color. And adding the gun steel to the bottom of those rockets really worked good. It gives them a good weathered, burned up look. Yeah. I think that's all I really did. Besides the tires. Alright, so this piece, I think it's going to go in here. I should get my tweezers out again. And this is a fun build. Easy build. There we go. Puts the shiny pieces there. But I finally getting BB-8 done. It's nice. Get the decals on there and get them a wash. And it's funny because all it was is the two antennae that had to really be put on. But fixing the silver that was on them was a big bonus. Fixing that silver on them. And then having one of those doors open, I found that I put it, because it's these two open, and this one down here, where is it? Down there opens. But if you open that one, there's nothing really that can show. It'll be at the floor because of how this has to be put together. It's not like I can move that somewhere else. That bottom plate that has the pug. The head and the bottom have to be opposite each other, and they have to be that side. And these all fit. All these orange pieces, that whole circle fits in a spot. So it's like that's the only place I could put it. I mean, I can have that door open too, but having that one doesn't make sense because there's no. I mean, unless I do that smaller object that he holds and stuff like that, but at least getting him all done, and then we'll get him weathered and decaled and it'll look good. But at least I'm getting these done. They're off the shelf, especially this box was on the shelf. I still had this box on the shelf just because I had to finish the antenna. As simple as that. And that happens with me a lot. The refit, I still got to do the damage, but I want to watch the movie. The A23. What's A? Yes, there it is. The next one, I have a whole bunch of decals on and light blocking to do. The light blocking is the biggest. Well, there's a lot of little tiny decals too that gotta get done, but the light blocking is the biggest to do. But I think I'm gonna go get some black tulip. That'll be easier than the window maker, I think. Alright, so this piece then must go like that. It's almost like when you look at them from this side, it looks like Lego. Well, I really got to press that in. But there's that piece. That gives the blue there and there. Alright, what's next? We got A3. Let's get that in because that looks like a big blue piece, which is these. Alright. So you go in like that. There it goes. There we go. We got his flip out arms. Now I don't know if those must not open. Yeah, it's funny. Those don't open. They should have made those open. I know they're only little hands, but like where it can hit stuff. But those should open too. There's no tools, but they're a tool. But no, but all the tools in here and stuff can be out all at once. Or all right. Now we're doing some silver stuff. It looks like we're doing, well, A26. That's going to be a blue part. That's you here. Ah! And this is a good break from the D7s. Like I said, it'll make some room in my off my shelf here. So we got what, 25 and 26. And do they have? Yes, they do have different shapes to fit into the different shapes in there. These parts are tight. Oh yeah. So you go like that. Oh, that fits nice. And you go like that. Let's clean that. It's easier to clean when you don't put them together. Okay, and it looks like the nut goes here in the middle. There it goes. It's looking really good. Once we get some washes, man, it's really going to look cool. Very happy with this kit. And there's other R2 units, I guess. There's one where you have the slave thing hanging on it. But I like to get a C-3PO. And I like to get... General Grievous would be cool. I like to get a C-3PO. I like to get a... what's the robot from... the robot from Rogue One. I like to have him. I would like to have... not into the humanoid figures, you know. A Mandalorian would be cool. A Boba Fett would be cool. Because they're dressed up in helmets. So, Darth Vader would be cool. Clone Trooper, Stormtrooper. I might get like the ones where Han and Luke are dressed up as Stormtroopers. And what other characters do they have? General Grievous would be cool. Make his lightsabers work because I saw those filaments. I thought the look. Having those filaments that you can get to look like lightsabers, and then you just slide them through a straw with the you know, because they're negative and positive on. It's like a tube, and it has a negative and a positive, and it's flexible. And you can just run a small piece of wire up to the other end, and you just slide it in a tube, and it looks great. Alright, but let's keep trucking here. We did those. We snapped that in. We already did the legs, so we're on the next page. So there's nothing that gets snapped in here. All this goes through the front. Oh no, see, before we put the leg in, that's when we put this stuff in. That's C34, and that's all this here. It's this big piece. I thought so. And we need those too, to put the two halves together, but let's get this in. Go. Get a way to press that in. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, now we can stick the leg in there, which makes sense. Looks like I can put these two halves together right away. There we go. Clean up that burr. There we go. Now, what did I say? Oh, I needed these. Does it matter? Are they same number? They're the same number, so it don't matter. You don't want to add any other colors to that? I don't think you'll ever see them with the legs on there. Yeah. But those are the shoulders. Can I push that leg down? Oh no, you can't get to that shoulder. How's that supposed to work? Oh, there you go. You gotta really pull it. But it'd be that way. But yeah, you can't get to that. I just want to hit that with a little silver there. I don't know. I'm not sure you're going to see that. Yeah, you can see it. I'll get him back out of there. As long as I can hit that spot with a little silver right now. I'm just looking for those where the sprues were. And even though there's no lump, you can see the shadowing of the. See if I can do the same here. Yeah. I need to get it out a little bit so I can. There we go. I guess I could have put them like that, so those were in the back. I wonder if I can. I should be able to pop them. Get a knife in there. There we go. But I think if I do that, that'll be better. Face that towards the back. The part not seen as much. I'd be amazed how much movie stuff is done that way, because I think these are interchangeable. Yeah. That's better. So the show side. the show side is showing. There we go. That way you don't see those little on this side of them. And like I said, I hit it with silver there, but still, it's just nice to clean them up. But while I'm thinking about it, there's a little bit of places I can hit some silver. On these sides. Just hides it better. Or we had to cut stuff off the sprue. Only this side has a little bit of it. Yeah, it's amazing how all that's hidden now. So, very good. That's all cleaned up. Alright, moving on. Silver part off here. It's C28. There you are. It doesn't matter as long as those line up like that. Is that all those are? Would that look better with washes? There's another one, so I might as well stick it there. go. Alright, in the front half we got panels to close up. A22. I think it's going to be a blue one. There it is. I think I would go like that. Yeah, there it goes. These are going to be white. Well, no, there's a C30, and you put a decal back there. 32, so it don't matter. Clean that up because that's probably going to be a close press fit. But we got to stick a sticker back there. So sticker 1. And since these are stickers, actual stickers. I do have to tell you what, for stickers, they are real thin. This is just to get a little blue in the background. So it's not crucial. So there's blue in the background. See? Simple as that. And we know what's going on the other side too, so might as well do it. Oh, a little too high because there's the only spot it really has to be perfect is in the middle because that's where you use a toothpick to lay it down. The only real spot it needs to be is in the middle because that's where you see the blue through the grills of these. Go in the garbage. This up again, like I said, because it is a press fit and it's tight-ski. Yeah, see, the blue decals back there will work fine. You never know. It's coming along. some pictures too, so we can have them on the web. Be easier to see. All right. What's next? B-30 and 28. And they're going to be white. It's 28, I believe. Is it 30 or... 31, 32. Where's 30? $31, $32, $13, $29. There it is. Clean these tabs off. Especially since I'm going to have these doors being able to be opened. I guess it's this way. Yep. But if we do want to put tools in his hand, actually, that was supposed to be the other way, but oh well. I'm going to assume 27's the other one that I forgot. There we go. Now we just got a little one there, whatever that's going to be. B1. I'm not even seeing that low of a number, stuff up there. There's 9, 10, 7, 8. Could that be a blue door? I don't know. No, because it's in a B. And this is the B1. I'm not looking at the number, I'm looking at the 32. B1 is the tree. 32 is the part number. Duh. Yeah, it's that way. go. And then we put 37 there. And we must put the other one on the other side. So I'll have to cut them both off. Yeah, these things are close on the tree. Usually you nip them and that's it. They don't. My cutters usually don't get caught. That's that one. That's that one. Okay, those are in there. Now, what kind of shenanigans do we got going on here? And then we got C 38 that goes where there. A decal that goes somewhere. Let's see the C37. Those instructions don't make sense. What sticker is number 6? It's a big blue one. Oh, are we potable? Oh, that one's painted blue, but this one's. I was wondering why that one's silver. That's going to be difficult to get out. But we put that decal in there. Skip the process.